Miranda versus Arizona, 1966. So, background and constitutional issues. Here's Ernesto Miranda. So, Ernesto Miranda was arrested for rape and kidnapping charges, and he was brought to his local police station. At this station, he was interrogated and admitting his crime. This confession was used in court and had him guilty, right? But due to the Fifth Amendment, you don't have to self incriminate and you have the right to attorney, which Miranda wasn't aware of. So, the reason this went to Supreme Court is because they were trying to determine whether or not the police officers have to actually tell you about your rights or whether you should just know them. So, road to the Supreme Court. When Miranda was arrested, he went to the Arizona State Circuit Court. He was guilty there. Then he went to the Arizona Supreme Court where they kept his guilty verdict. But then when he went to the Supreme Court, he won because they decided that not knowing his rights violated the Fifth Amendment. So for the majority ruling, it went 5-4 that Miranda was free from the evidence used against him because it was ineligible due to the fact he wasn't made aware of his rights. Chief Justice Earl Warren, as seen in the picture, wrote the majority opinion saying the Fifth Amendment requires the law enforcement officials to advise the suspects of their rights, and if they don't do this, then the evidence can't be used against them in court. So the minority ruling, so this picture's of Byron White. They disagreed because they said that yes, people should know their rights, but you don't have to be told your rights unless you ask for your rights. Clark stated the majority's opinion created an unnecessarily strict interpretation of the Fifth Amendment. So basically, it's like everything is hardcore. You don't have any wait time, even if you're getting someone on like a murder case. That's what he thought. So, my opinion, I feel like the Supreme Court made the right decision because most people just don't know the Constitution right off the top of their head. So, if you're going and not letting people know this right, then it might as well not be there because you're not actually protecting it for the citizens. And the ramifications. So, the Miranda rights are now read to you after you're arrested. You have the right to remain silent. You can say anything you can say can and will be used against you in a court of law, and you have the right to an attorney. These suspects are made aware of their right to not self-incriminate, which helps them in their court case. But this concept has also been used in other court cases like Harris versus New York, where Harris was caught dealing drugs to an FBI agent, who he told basically that he was guilty. Then he had a different story in court. So they tried to use his statement he told them before he'd been given his rights against him, but they couldn't because he hadn't been given his rights yet.